the bell, notification bell, so you don't miss out on my future broadcasts. And today I've got an exciting quiz for you. Originally, it was going to be a fact quiz, and then I realised it was April Fool's Day. So I thought, well, maybe you guys won't believe me with the answers. So then I was thinking this morning I will do a quiz and actually, what I was going to do, I was going to give you all the wrong answers and then say at the end, you know, April Fool, you were all wrong. Those that thought they had the answers right, you were all wrong. And then I thought that would be a little bit too harsh to go all the way an hour, like half an hour without, you know, getting any of the answers right. So what I've got for you is we're going to go through. Well, I'm going to go through what's called a random trivia facts. But some of the answers, I see the answer because it's going to give me the answer. But I'm going to think of another answer. Now you might not. I've probably twigged now. You might be thinking, well, when he's thinking, you know, it might not be the right answer. But I'm going to give you, you know, sort of two. Well, not really two answers, depending on the type of question it is. So, for example, if it says like so many ways to, I don't know, there is one where you can like boil an egg or something. Is the answer going to be true or false? And I might change the word of what I'm saying. Is that true or false? So we're just going to go with it and see what happens. There are actually 50 of these. So if you're doing these at home, I also, you can write them down on a piece of paper if you want to, but you'll get a point for each one. I think that's the best way to do it. So you get a point for each one. We're going to do I think we'll do all 50 actually. As I say, it's April Fool's Day. Just checking my Haps. I'm live streaming through Haps. I'm on Twitch. Hooray! If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much. If you're watching on Haps or watching on the replay right now, I would be very grateful if you could go on to Twitch because I'm trying to increase it's mainly live viewers really. So if you're watching me now on Haps, please go on to Twitch and follow me on there. It's Aidan Leeds, same name across all my channels. So I'm just going to give it 2 minutes. Just go and grab yourself a drink and then we'll make a start. I'm just going to go through some of these myself just to check there's nothing on there that's going to be too tricky, but okay. But what I will do is I'll probably need a couple of seconds on each one just to think of my question. Okay, and then we're going to have a game of Wordle afterwards. So just going to give it another 2 minutes and then we'll make a start. Oh dear. So I'm going to another little tip. So not another little tip really, but I was, as you know, today's April the 1st. This is not an April Fool, by the way, but the price of our gas has gone up like most places around the world today. So it's getting very expensive. I sort of went back in time this morning because when I was growing up, we never used to have. Well, we did have a boiler, like a gas boiler, but what we did was we had to switch it on half an hour before for it to work. So what I used to do growing up, this is no lie, I'm not lying, no April Fool here. Well, only me. Was I'd get a kettle and make a cup of tea, cup of coffee or whatever at the time, and I'd use the rest of the water to put into my kitchen sink because I didn't want to wake everybody up. And I used to wash my face with the water. So I've gone back to that, which is really strange because whenever since like modern gas boilers these days, they're all, you know, they heat your water up. So you're running your hot water tap. But even by using if it's turned onto your hot water setting on your tap, because we have two, you can move it left and move it right, but there's also a hot water tap and a cold water tap. So if you've got one that's in the middle, it might be on the hot water tap, and therefore you're using your boiler, you're using your gas. So because the price has gone up by 50%, I know, extortionate, I've moved it to cold. But yeah, use your kettle, use any hot water you have available to do your job. So whether it's cleaning or whether it's washing your face, any other tips, just let me know in the chat. You know, if it feels really strange going back to that. Let me just check. I'm definitely live. Let me just check on Twitch. We're going to make a start in 1 minute. 1 minute time. Shall I put a little sponsorship on here? I was going to say, if you want any coffee, I know I always mention this on Heckle. if you want any coffee, like £5 off, house coffee for like a bag of house coffee, packedcoffee.com. Not sponsored in any way, but use the code PACKEDCOFFEE5, PACKEDCOFFEE5, all in letters, PACTCOFFEEFIVE, and that will get you £5 off a subscription. Because somebody contacted me this morning saying the code doesn't work, and I was like, it has to be for a subscription, so you can cancel afterwards, not for like a product from their shop. You can't just do a one-off payment. So, and it's gone really cold again, guys. It was snowing. We woke up this morning to loads of snow. So, well, I don't know who everybody is today. Let's just make a start anyway. So, if you're watching these, obviously in the future, you can always just skip. Usually it's about 3 or 4 minutes before I start anyway. So, number one then. So what I want you to do in the chat is put fact or fiction. But if you're doing it on the replay, put the number of the question first. Otherwise, I'm just going to get a load of comments saying fact, fact, fiction, fiction. So you must put the number for the question in. Otherwise, it's just going to be fact, fiction, fact, fiction, fact, fiction, and so on. Okay, so number one then. Make sure you put number one in the chat. And then your fact or fiction. Okay, number one. The hashtag symbol is technically called a pentathorpe. Is that fact or is that fiction? The hashtag symbol is technically called a pentathorpe. Fact or fiction? I'm just wondering whether, do I just go through them all and then, no, well, I'll give you the answer. Okay, so the hashtag symbol is technically called a pentathorpe. Is that fact or fiction? Hello, Alvina, good to see you. Thanks for joining. I don't even know if that's really a word. Is it fact or fiction? Is it not? Fact, fiction just means it doesn't exist. Okay, so well, really, it's kind of like true or false, isn't it? I can tell you the answer is fiction. It's not. Well, I should say it's not fact. So is it fact or not fact? The answer is not fact. It is called an octothorpe. So it is actually called a different name, but it's called an octothorpe. Okay. Okay, here's your next one, number two. The 100 folds in a chef's hat represent 100 ways to cook what? Some of them are going to have to be, I can't always say fact or fiction, but I will try my best. It's just, I see the answers, but I don't see a different way to give you the question. So I'll repeat that again. The 100 folds in a chef's hat has represent 100 ways to cook what? So not all of them are going to be fact or fiction. That's only really if I change the question. So it's a bit different for me today. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. Although sometimes I have to change the question in my book because the question has been phrased wrong. So I'll just repeat that one more time. Question number two. The 100 folds in a chef's hat represent 100 ways to cook what? Shall I give you a clue? It's something you might cook for breakfast. So each one of these is worth 1 point. We're going to do 50 of these. We're up to number two. Well, we'll see how far we get. We might do 25, but or 20. Any guesses? Okay, the answer, well done if you got this correct. So the answer is an egg. So the 100 folds in a chef's hat represent 100 ways to cook an egg. These are all facts. Okay, so when I give you the answers, these are all facts. Mainly facts that you don't aware of. So if someone ever told you this and you thought to yourself, that's not right, that's an April Fool. Well, that is true. The 100 folds in a chef's hat represent 100 ways to cook an egg. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. That should have been the name of the title. Okay, number three. Okay. What is the most streamed Spotify single? Oh, sorry, who wrote Another question. What is the most streamed Spotify single? So these are all facts. So what is the most streamed Spotify single? And who is it by? If you guess the name of the track and the artist, I will give you an extra bonus point. So 2 points up for grabs here. What is the most streamed Spotify single? Okay. So there's not many watching on the live because there's no notifications here on Haps, unfortunately, and most watch on the replay. So I'm going to switch into replay mode. Okay. So just give you 10 seconds or so just to think. What is the most streamed Spotify single? 1 point if you get the artist, 1 point if you guess the name of the track. Okay, the answer was Harry Styles, and the track was called Girl Crush. I don't think I've even heard that before. Okay, Alvina says Ariana Grande in Position. No, it wasn't that one, I'm afraid. Probably, it might be high up there, but that shocked me. As I say, you know, these are all facts. Let me just check when this was written. 2021, as of April 2021. So it might have changed, I don't know. But as of this moment, it is that one. Okay, here's your next question. This is a good one. Okay, how many football fields was the longest wedding veil? So you can just give me a number. How many football fields, and I think we're talking English football here, was the longest wedding veil? How many? You've never heard of Harry Styles. You know him from One Direction. Hello, Bernie. Good to see you. So welcome to our April Fool's Fact or Fiction, Believe It or Not quiz. So I'll give you a question, and hopefully you know the answer and get the answer right. So just for Bernie, just for anyone else who's just joining, the longest wedding veil was longer than how many football fields? It says here, if you thought Meghan Markle's wedding veil was long, there's a woman in Cyprus who set the Guinness World Record for the longest wedding veil. But how long was it? There's also an amount in feet, if you can guess how many feet. Okay, come back out. No worries, Bernie. Okay. I'm just going to give it another 30 seconds and then I'll give you the answer. Okay, so how many football fields or how many feet long was this wedding veil? Okay, the answer, so we've got no answers in the chat, but if you got this answer, well done. The answer was 23,000 feet, and it was 63.5 football fields, or 63 football fields. So if you put that, well done. Question number 5. I think we're on number 5. Yeah, number 5. Okay, your next question. What are... Okay, here's your question. Okay, some cats are allergic to spiders. Is that true or false? Some cats are allergic to spiders. Is that true or false? Is that fact or is that fiction? Is that an April Fool? Put the answers in the chat. Some cats are allergic to spiders. True or false? So I know if you're watching this on the replay and there's like a bit of like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, nearly a minute into each question, you're probably saying, just give me the answer. I just got to wait for my replay, my live viewers as well. Okay. So I'll just give you another 10, 20 seconds. Some cats are allergic to spiders. Is that true or false? Is that fact or fiction? I can tell you the answer is false, because some cats are actually allergic to people. Believe it or not, some cats are allergic to people. Okay, question number 6. Which country, actually maybe not which, yeah, which is this true or false? Apple pie is American. Apple pie is American. Is that fact or fiction? True or false? You can't hear me at all, Bernie. Let me pop in the chat. I'll put Bernie, try. There's like a switcher on an iPhone, but I don't know which phone he's using. Try your switcher silent. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off, yeah. Okay, so apple pie is American. Is that true or false? The answer is false. Apple pie isn't actually American at all. So the next time you call something as an American as apple pie, you might want to consider the fact neither apple pies nor apples originally came from America. Apples are in fact native to Asia, and the first recorded recipe for apple pie was actually written in England, which I think most of you knew that anyway. Right, next question. Question number 7. The unicorn is the national animal of Wales. The unicorn is the national animal of Wales. True or false? The unicorn is the national animal of Wales. Is that true or false? It's quite a good quiz, this, actually, of how, as I said, I was originally going to do a fact quiz anyway, and then I realised it was April Fool's Day, and the type of quizzes it relates to is this sort of quiz, so it works really well. So the unicorn is the national animal of Wales. I can tell you the answer is false. It is actually the animal of Scotland. And a lot of you didn't know that, but I knew that one. So the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland because of the association with dominance and chivalry, as well as purity and innocence in Celtic mythology. There you go. Okay, your next question. What contains the 2 biggest cut diamonds on Earth? What contains the 2 biggest cut diamonds on Earth? What contains the 2 biggest cut diamonds on Earth? So I'll give you 20 seconds on this one. As I say, if you're on the replay, pop your answers on a sheet of paper, or pop it on the chat if you're watching live. I should say to Bernie, go on to Twitch. Bernie, I can because I want if you can't hear me, you'll probably be able to hear me on. So Bernie, can you watch on Twitch? Everyone, if you're having issues with the sound, just go on to Twitch. I'll go on to Twitch anyway, because that would help me out a lot. Okay, and I realised the reason I wasn't on Twitch the other day was because I'd went into the studio, which I'm using now, and the actual Twitch, because I was putting TikTok on, I forgot to turn on Twitch, so I apologise for that. Okay, so the answer was, or is, it's the crown jewels. The crown jewels of England, or of the United Kingdom, or the Commonwealth, I believe, is it? I don't know. They both came from the Cullinan diamond, a 3,106 carat gem found in South Africa in 1905. The largest stone, called the Great Star of Africa, is in the sovereign's scepter, while the second largest is mounted in the imperial state crown. Excuse me. See, full of facts today. Okay, here's your next question. This is a good one. Okay. Wayne Allwine and Russi Taylor were married for 18 years. But who are they the voices of? This is a good question. Wayne Allwine and Russi Taylor were married for 18 years. But who are they the voices of? This is good. I never knew this. This is very good, and this is a fact. This is a fact. This is not an April Fool. You probably would think it is, but it's not. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Think of where Alexis has been to. Think of where some of my followers are from. Think of... I'll give it away if I give you the word. Okay, think of kind of like children like this place. Mainly for children. Well, for anyone really, adults as well. Any guesses? I'll just repeat the question again. So Wayne Allwine and Russi Taylor were married for 18 years until Allwine passed away in 2009. Got to read that part. But who are they the voices of? Who are they? I can tell you, well done if you got this, the answer is Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So they were actually married, believe it or not. I never knew this. So there you go. So if you knew that one, well done. Give yourself a point. Okay, number 10. Okay, I'm just having to read the question first. Okay, Aspen Grove is the largest known what? Aspen Grove is the largest known living what? Found in Utah, I believe. So, and it's estimated 80,000 years old. And I'll probably give it away now. It takes up more than 100 acres. So Aspen Grove is the largest known known what? It's difficult to found in Utah and takes up 100 acres and is 80,000 years old. Any guesses? Okay, I was looking for the word behave. I'm trying to think of something else. Is organism. Organism is the answer. So if you put organism, well done. It's the largest known living organism is an Aspen Grove found in Utah. Okay, here's your next one. Okay, M&M stands for moon and Murray. Is that true or false? M&M stands for moon and Murray. Is that fact or fiction? True or false? So M&M stands for moon and Murray. Fact or fiction? Okay, I can tell you the answer is false. The answer, M&M stands for Mars and Murray. So Forrest Mars, son of the Mars Company founder, spotted the British confection Smarties during the Spanish Civil War noticed the candy shell prevented the chocolate from melting. Then he teamed up with Bruce Murray, son of Hershey chocolate president, and the company later trademarked the "melt in your mouth, not in your hand" slogan. So I've always said Smarties and M&Ms are the same, and they did work together. So there you go. If you've never had Smarties before, then you should definitely try them. I've had M&Ms before. Okay, here's your next question. This is tricky for me, this quiz today, because I'm trying to have to change the answers as well. Okay. Twitter has more users than many major populations. Is that true or false? Twitter has more users than many major populations. Is that true or is that false? Okay. The answer, I can tell you guys, is false. The correct answer was Facebook has more users than many major populations. 2.89 billion monthly users. Facebook overshadows China's 1.4 billion and India's 1.3 billion. That's a lot of people. Okay, here's your next question. Okay, Neil Armstrong didn't say that's one small step for man. Is that fact or fiction? Neil Armstrong didn't say that's one small step for man. Is that true or false? This is a good one. Probably, I think every time I say that, you're probably thinking, which answer is it now? I'm not sure where Melanie is today. She's not in today. Probably asleep. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch and there you go. Okay, so the answer I can tell you. So Neil Armstrong didn't say that's one small step for a man. Of course, the answer is false. Oh, sorry, that's true. Sorry, that's true. He didn't say that's one small step for a man. So the answer is true. What he actually said was that's the only. What he did actually say was that's one small step for a man, not for man. So it's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. So the answer, he didn't say that's one small step for man. That is true. Because he didn't say that's one small step for man. He said for a man. So well done if you put true. Here's your next question. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 5 miles away. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 5 miles away. Is that true or false? Hello, Dimmy Dimmy. Thanks for watching me on Twitch. It's so good to see you. Welcome to the quiz. So Dimmy's saying true. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 5 miles away. The answer I can tell you is it is kind of true. The actual answer is 2 miles away, but I'm guessing you can hear it from, because it's more than 2 miles away in the question. I didn't see that, Pet. The answer is true. So well done if you put true, give yourself a point. Okay, question 15. Which award ceremony used to give out awards to child performers? Which award ceremony used to give out an award to child performers? So some of the questions are true, some of them are false, some of them have been changed. But when I give you the answers are correct. So which award ceremony used to give out an award to child performers? Just going to give you 10 seconds on each one because we've got a few to get through. Okay, the answer I can tell you, well done if you put it, is the Oscars. So the Oscars used to give out an award to child performance. Some of these included Shirley Temple, Judy Garland. There you go. And that was in the 1960s. Okay, next question. What are the odds of getting a royal flush? What are the odds of getting a royal flush? One in how many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions? Pop your answer in the chat. What are the odds of getting a royal flush in a game of poker, I should say? So Dimmy said the Disney Club. No, it wasn't. Sorry, no, I can't speak. sorry, Dimmy. That was no. I'm thinking of the other question. No, it was the Oscars. So, what are the odds of getting a royal flush in poker? Should give you some options, shouldn't I? Really. Any guesses? Dimmy's going for 1 million. You're kind of close. The answer is 1 in 649,740. So, okay, here's your next question. If you drive south from Detroit, you will hit Canada. If you drive south from Detroit, you will hit Canada. Is that true or false? So put your answers in the chat, guys. I think we're only going to do about 20 of these. We're up to question 17, so we might do this again another day. I just thought with it being April Fool's Day, sometimes you don't know the truth from reality, and I thought let's merge the two because we do a quiz here on a Friday. So Dimmy's going for true. I can tell you that is true. Well done, Dimmy. Give yourself a point. Well done. Oh, you changed to false. Okay. But if you put true, well done. Give yourself a point. And next, number 18. Okay, a baby puffin. Okay, a baby puffin is called a joey. Is that true or false? A baby puffin is called a joey. Is that true or false? A baby puffin is called a joey. So Dimmy's going for false. Put the answers in the chat if you're watching on the replay. Okay, the answer is false. The answer is a baby puffin is called a puffling. It says to feed its chick, a puffin parent will carry around 10 fish in its beak at one time, but the biggest recorded haul is a whopping 62 fish. Wow, that's amazing. 62. Okay, here's your next question. 10 times more people speak English as a second language than as a native one. 10 times more people speak English as a second language than as a native one. Is that true or false? True or false? Pop your answers in the chat. Okay, Dimmy's going for true. Okay, the correct answer is false. The answer is 4 times many people speak English, not 10 times. So that was my little April Fool there. So well done if you put true. Okay, here's your next question. Question number, no, it's the last question. This is your last one. Your last one. Okay, Okay, the lyrebird can mimic almost any sounds that it hears. And I've just messed this one up. The lyrebird can mimic almost any sound that it hears, including chainsaws. Is that true or false? The lyrebird can mimic almost any sounds it hears, including chainsaws. Is that true or false? Is it fact or is it fiction? Dimmy's going for true. I'm guessing you all else are saying true. Yeah, I think I gave it away there when it says any sound. The answer is true, including chainsaws, believe it or not. That's amazing. Should we do one more? We've done 20 questions. Okay, last one then. How many, Elvis only won 1 Grammy. True or false? Elvis only won 1 Grammy. Is that true or false? Elvis only won 1 Grammy, true or false? And the answer is false. He won 3 Grammys. So well done if you put false. We'll go up to 25. Okay, next question. Pepsi consumers will pay more to drink less ounces. True or false? Pepsi consumers will pay more to drink less ounces. Although I probably messed this question up because it might be owned by the same company, I'm not sure. The answer is false, but I'm guessing they probably do now. The answer is Coca-Cola consumers pay more to drink less ounces. Okay, we do one more, three more. Okay, I'm just having to change the question, guys. Okay, a British scientist first invented the washing machine in 1946 while working for the Royal Navy. Is that true or false? A British scientist first invented the washing machine in 1946 while working for the Royal Navy. Is that true or false? Dimmy's going for false. Interesting. I wonder what I'd love to know what everyone else is thinking on the replay as well. So if you're doing it on the replay, put the number of the questions so I know which one you mean. Otherwise, as I said at the beginning, there'd be loads of I wouldn't be able to know which one you was referring to. So Dimmy's going for false. I can tell you the answer, and it's very surprising. The answer is it is false. Well done, Dimmy. Well done. Yes, the answer is false. The answer, a British scientist did invent a device, and it was the rollerball while working for the Royal Navy, which was related to the mouse. So the word mouse didn't get coined until 1965, and the speed of a computer mouse is measured in Mickeys. There you go. If you didn't know that, you do now. Okay, question 24. Okay. Pumpkins, squash, and gourds, Gourds, are all technically the same species. Is that true or false? Pumpkins, squash, and gourds are all technically the same species. True or false? So Dimmy is going for true. Is the answer true or is it false? So let me read the description. Zucchini and jack-o'-lanterns are one and the same. Cucurbita pepo are species that originated in Mexico more than 10,000 years ago. Farmers have since developed the many cultivars we know and use today. The correct answer was true. Pumpkins, squash, and gourds are all technically the same species. Okay, and this is your last question. So I was only going to do 20, but well, we're going to do 50, but to halve it. So your last question. 5 NFL teams have a plant for a logo. True or false? 5 NFL teams have a plant for a logo. Is that true or is that false? So Dimmy's going for true. Dimmy's saying that I sound confident in what I'm saying. Does anybody else think the same? I can tell you that is an April Fool. They only have one NFL. So they only have one NFL team that has a plant. Therefore, it is false. So thank you all for taking part in our April Fool fact or fiction quiz. Some of them are I've not seen them all, so I didn't really know what to expect. That's why I had to change the title and not title the question. Hello Molly, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for coming in on Twitch because I need to. I'd like to get my live viewers up. So thank you so much. So yes, please share out, guys. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a game of Wordle. Now, not everybody likes Wordle. If Melanie comes in, we might do a game of Hangman. So let me bring up on the screen our Wordle game. So add your scores up, I should say. Let me know in the chat how you did. A little tip for you if you're using HAPS is to when you open up a tab, sorry, not a tab, a screen, it's best to use the full screen. So open it in a separate window rather than have it as a tab in your browser. And that way it makes the screen a little bit bigger, but I don't think it mattered last time anyway, so that's really for if you're sharing the screen. Thank you so much, Dimmy, for sharing. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Dimmy, I should say, for adding me as a subscriber for Gemma's broadcast. That was amazing what you did yesterday, so thank you so much. Right, so let's bring up this screen. Hopefully you can see it okay in a second. It takes me forever to figure this out sometimes. So we're going to present on the screen. And there I am again. And we're going to bring up Wordle. Okay, so if you don't know the rules of Wordle, as you can see, there is 5 letters. We're looking for a 5-letter word. If one of those letters turns orange, it means that letter is in the word, but it's just in the wrong place. If it's green, that means that letter then, we know that letter is definitely in the correct place. If it turns dark grey, which will also show up on the keyboard, that means the letter is not in the word, so don't use them letters, okay? Does that make sense to everyone? Are we all okay? You can understand? So just to recap, so we're looking for a 5-letter word. So someone start me off with a 5-letter word. If one of those letters turns orange, with that letter is in the final word. If it's green, it means the letter is in the word, but in the right place of that word. If it turns grey, that letter is not in the word, needs to be replaced. But there may be 2 of the orange words, 2 letters, sorry, might be 2 of the green letters. So bear that in mind, the letter might be in there twice. It's not like Hangman where we give a letter and then it shows up all the letters. So someone start me off with a 5-letter word, and I'm also going to turn myself off the screen because it can be a little bit off-putting to see me. So I'm just going to go on to audio. Okay, so Molly's going for shale. So S-H-A-L-E is the answer, shale. It's not shale, but we've found A, L, and E. So Dimmy's going for April. It could be April actually. P-R-I-L. Yep, it could be April. So let's go with April. Is the answer April? Oh, it's not a valid guess. We can't have that one for some reason. So it's not going to be April. Okay. Xander Kitty was typing too, says Molly. Xander Kitty, I'm just having a look to see if anything's on there. No, I'm not getting anything coming through. Okay. Dimmy's going for twerk. T-W-E-R-K. Is it twerk? Is the answer twerk? It's not twerk. Okay. Molly's going for learn. Is the answer learn? It can't be learn just because the A was on the first word, the A was in the wrong place. So I'm going to remove them ones. So keep guessing. So we've got an A, an L, and an E. Molly says, Dimmy will go for a twerk all the time. Love it. Is that Molly from our Molly from Haps? I've not seen you for ages. It's good to see you if it's the same Molly. I think it is. Okay, so we've got an A, an L, and an E. They're just in the wrong place. Oh, it's so good to see you, Molly. Thank you for coming in. And it's because you got ceramics at the end of your name. I wasn't quite sure. So good to see you. So good to be back. And you know now Melanie does more live streams. She's on Twitch. So I'm going to still use Haps just because I'd like to use the studio on here. I do know how to use OBS, which Gemma uses, but I don't have a fast enough laptop to use OBS. Similar to what happened on Gemma's broadcast actually last night, my laptop is very slow, and this laptop that I'm using now is not actually mine, so I can't download things and do that. So I will use Twitch, probably for cooking, but I'll continue using Haps for the studio on here. So as long as it goes out to Twitch, which is good, I'll be doing a few cooking broadcasts on Twitch. So if you're not following me, guys, follow me, subscribe. And I need to also get my viewers up, my viewers on live viewers who are watching on Twitch, to get the affiliation, and I'm so close to it, guys. And so I'll be doing a few Twitch broadcasts on in the next couple of days. Okay, Molly's going. Oh, we've got some more coming through. So Dimmy says alert, A-L-E. Can't be alert because the E in the third space. Molly says plain, P-L. It can't be plain again because of the A. So try not to use the letters, in the space. Oh, you're hosting. Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you. Yes, please host, everyone. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate all your support. So this is a really tricky one, isn't it, today? So we've got A, L, and E, but there might be two of the same letters in this word. I remember the first time ever doing Wordle, and it was a little confusing, I will admit. But once you know how it works, you have a system. So what I do is I eliminate all the dark grey letters, and then when I think of a word, I only use the orange letters and the green letters, obviously. And I use the orange ones first, and then I'll go when we get a green letter. Then I say, does that word have that green letter in the word? So I'm just going to go I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee, guys. So have a think. So I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. So have a think. It won't be a minute. I'll be a few minutes. Before. Back, guys. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, so there's 2 E's in it. No, until we get a letter, an E that's gone green. So we know there's definitely 1 E in this, but we can't work out if there's 2 E's just yet. We know that the third space doesn't have an E, and the last space doesn't have an E. So the E's in the first, second, or fourth place. Okay, but there might be 2 E's, but we don't know that. But we just know where the E is not in the word. That's kind of the rule, is you know where the letter is of the space in the word. Okay, so Dimmy's going for puppy. P, it can't be puppy because we need an A and an L in this word. So it can't be puppy. So we need to, the orange means that the letter is in the word. So we've got an A, an L, and an E. So the word contains an A, an L, and an E, but they're in the wrong place. Okay. Hello, Melanie. Good to see you. Thank you for coming onto Twitch as well, which helps me out. I love that now everyone's going to, in a kind of way, kind of, and I'm saying this on Haps, but because everyone's now on Twitch, it's helping me out a lot, because I said last week I would like you to all go to Twitch so I can get my viewers up. I can still stream on Haps, but when I do get affiliation on Twitch, I'll have to come live on Twitch, but it'll be just for cooking. Okay, I'll still be doing this. I'll be still doing this here on Haps, because I don't, as I was saying, my laptop is so slow I can't have OBS. Well, I can. We'll have to see if it works, but I did try it many months ago. Do you remember? And it didn't work very well, did it? Okay, so keep guessing, man. I'm just going to get my coffee. 1 minute. Right, how are we doing, everyone? Right, I'm back now for good. Let me sit down. That's better. I just had to go make a coffee because. Okay, so how are we doing? Right, we've got an A, an L, and an E. Those letters are in the word, so it could start with an E. Let's have just another guess of a word. So, about L, E. Could be another E. Could be an A. No. Clean, says Molly. That's a good one. L. Oh, it can't be clean because of the E. But do you know what I'm going to do? Just because we're kind of stuck, I'm going to go with that. Okay, so this now we've got an A in the fourth place. The L we know is not in the second place. It's not in the fourth place. The E's not in the third, and it's not in the last. So therefore, that makes me think the E and the L are just swapped round. So I think the second letter is an E. The L is probably in the second space. So E-L. E-L-A. E-L-A. I could be wrong though, because it could be the first letter. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be quiet now because I'll let you think. That's nice coffee. There's a strong chance this starts with an L. So Melanie, you'll have to watch the replay back because we did a factful quiz today. It was very good. There were no April Fools in there. It's very tricky, isn't it? It can be tricky, but it does make you think. Okay, I'm just gonna. So we know it's. I think it could be A L at the end. It's tricky, isn't it? I think these are getting trickier, you know. It could end in a D. Add. Welcome back, Melanie. So we're stuck. We're stuck, Melanie. Can you help us out? So the fourth letter's an A. We've got an L, an E, and an N. Melanie didn't like Wordle at the beginning, did you, Melanie? And then eventually you came around the idea. We might do Hangman later. We'll do this. We'll do another one, and then we'll do Hangman. How's that? Because this is ridiculous, isn't it? They're getting so tricky. I like how Dimmy gave me the word April though earlier, like April the 1st. You could have two A's in this, you know. There could be two L's, two E's. Well, yeah, two N's. This is really tricky today. So I think the best way to look at this as well is to say this word has L, E, A and N in it. So scramble them words and add an extra letter, and that's the final word. But it must have an A in the fourth place. So it can't be laden. Excuse me. Excuse me. So think of words with L, E, A, N. So we need to work out, does this word end in an L, an E, or an, well, we know it doesn't end. Oh, it doesn't end in an N. It doesn't end in an E. It could end in an L, or it could end in a different letter. So it either ends AL, and I doubt it ends AA. So it's got to end in AL. If it doesn't end in AL, then we know the L is either in the third space, the first space, or the last space, because we eliminated it from the second and the fourth. So it can't be alert, dimmy, because the A is in the right place. So the fourth space, the fourth letter ends in an A. Well, the fourth letter is an A. So I think it ends L, so AL. Let me figure. I'm gonna pop this word in. I know it's not gonna be right, but I'm gonna go with canal, just because I want to see if that last letter is an L. There we go. So by process of elimination, we now know it ends NAL. Now, when you look at the letters above, so N, A, and L, we have an E in this that we haven't used yet. So we're missing an E. So the E is the first or the second letter. So does it start with an E, or is the second letter an E? How are we doing, everyone? Dim is going for, it can't be scale. So we know the letters, the NAL, the three letters at the end, are the correct letters. So it ends NAL. I'm just So please share out, guys, if you can on Twitch. That would be amazing. I'm going to share my broadcast out because we might get a few more people in. Who knows? So I'm going to share onto Twitter. When if you share to Twitter, it uses all my hashtags, which is great. Oh, Melly's going for Renal. Renal. Let's try Renal. Well, it can't be Renal because of the R. I'm just going to put a message up on Twitch saying, hi, everyone. There I am. So if you've never followed me before, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, Melanie's going for Senel. Senel, S-E. It can't be Senel because of the S. If you turn your phone on to landscape, guys, on Twitch, and then tap the screen on the left, you'll still see the chat, but you will make the screen bigger, which is really good. So you can still see the chat. Okay, Phenol. Is it Phenol? Is it Phenol? Oh, it's not a valid guess, that one, I'm afraid. Jimmy says, I think he's April fooling us. I'm not. Okay, I think there's about probably a 15-20 second delay on Twitch. But when I come live on Twitch, hopefully we use OBS or some other software in the future, then there might not be as much of a delay. So and if you're watching on YouTube as well, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Come on to Twitch, guys. I think that's where majority of people are watching this broadcast right now. So it's twitch.tv, I think, // Aidan Leeds. I nearly said Melanie Faye. You can follow Melanie Faye as well while you're there. Twitch.tv or Twitch, yeah. Okay, well, it says Penal. Is it Penal? Let's find out. It was. Well done. Who got that one? I think that was Melanie. Melanie Faye, well done. It was Penal. I can type in the chat as well from here. Well done, Melanie Faye. So you'll see the comment come up first, and then you'll be like, oh, yes. Right, let's do another one then. We'll do a new one. So, Melanie, do you want to give me your 5-letter word? If you want to give me a 5-letter word, Melanie, just wait for the chat to reset, the word thing to reset. It actually looks really good on Twitch, doesn't it? So yeah, turn your screen on the landscape, turn your screen round, and you can see the text a lot better. So B-E-A-C-H. Is it beach? One of these days, Melanie, it's going to be beach, isn't it? Okay, so we found an E and we found an A in the correct place. I'll bring the screen down a little bit. I'll just move it up a little bit so you can see it. You can just see the keyboard. So we found an A. Yeah, I don't have many live viewers on Haps, so I'm kind of focusing on. I'm streaming through Haps, but I'm focusing on Twitch right now. So I've only got how many viewers on Haps? It doesn't tell me. It's not many. Probably about 5. Roars. Oh, it can't be teeth. Maybe because the A, if a letter is green, that means that letter is in the right place. So whenever you're thinking of your word, make sure that green letter is in that place in the word, okay? Molly's saying roars, R-O-A-R-S. It could be roars. Is the answer roars? It's not roars, but we've eliminated a few more words, a few more letters. Okay. and make sure it has the E in there as well. I remember when we did that. We did that a couple, I think it was like the second week, wasn't it? But we can do that though. It's not a problem to put a word in there that doesn't have any of the letters because it will eliminate some letters, and therefore that will help us going forward. Well, I sound right posh, don't I? There, I sound like I'm in a business meeting. Okay, so we've got an A as the third letter. So we've got, maybe it starts with letter E, or it could end in the letter E. So hopefully, what's everyone's plans this weekend? Do we all have plans? I was originally going to be going to Bradford today, which is a city near me. My friend was coming down from Scotland to Bradford, a hotel in Bradford, and I was invited to go tonight and tomorrow, but the weather is just, it's very hit and miss, and I don't want to get stuck. I'd have to leave a lot earlier than I planned to. So, okay, Molly's going for frame. It can't be frame because there's no R, but you're on the right lines. Oh, Dewey says eagle. It could be eagle. Oh, yes, it could. Yes, oh, it could be. Could be. That's a good one. Oh, it can't be eagle though. Sorry, because the A is in the wrong place. But that was a very good guess. That was a very good guess. So the third letter must be an A. I've got 7 viewers watching me on Twitch. So if you're watching me on Twitch, so there's myself, Melanie, Molly, Dimmy. So that's 3. There's 3 people watching me on Twitch. So I don't know who you are, but please put a comment in the chat. Please put a comment in the chat if you're watching me on Twitch. There's 3 people who I don't know are in the chat. No, an extra one now. There's 4 people in the chat who I don't know. Okay, so we've got some answers coming through. So Dimmy's saying Wharf. It can't be Wharf because of the third letter must be an A. Dimmy saying Earth. Again, it can't be Earth because of the third letter must be an A. Molly's saying Flame. Flame. Yes, that sounds good. So is the answer flame? I think you might be right, Molly. Is it right? Oh, so close. So close. Molly says, I'm teaching throwing on the wheel for the impaired students. Are you throwing it on for the, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Molly. Get them involved. Get them involved, definitely. Okay, so we've got FLA blank E. So first one up, then we have Melanie says flate, Flate. Is the answer flate? Is this a winner, Melanie? Let's find out. Ah, it's not a valid guess. Maybe you're thinking of flute. Flute. Or flake. Flake, no, we've had that one. Flake. Is it flake? Like, is the answer flake? Remember, this is your game. I don't know if this is going to be right or not, but is it flake? It was flake. Well done. Who got that one? That was Molly. Molly B. Well done, Molly B. Well done. Fantastic. Let me put in the chat. Well done, Molly. Fantastic. Well done, Molly. Okay, should we do one more game? Let's do one more game and then we will finish with a hangman, I promise you. So one more game, Molly. Now, if you can give me your 5-letter word. Well done. Okay, Molly, so up to you for your 5-letter word. I'm really enjoying these Wordles. I do get to the end of the week and I'm like, this is really, really fun. And it looks really, really good on Twitch. So I'm going to carry on using Haps just for the studio to be able to stream this out because it does look really, really good on Twitch. And I'd always streamed out to Twitch, but a lot of people watching on Twitch now. It's helping me out a lot. So thank you so much, guys. I just wish I could see who was in the chat. So, okay, so Molly's going for short. Is the answer short? SHORT. Is it short? It's not short. Not short, I'm afraid. So, another 5-letter word. The only thing I wish on Haps I could do was to take myself off the screen. So just to have audio on without myself being on the screen so you could see it in full screen. That's the only thing I wish that I could do. Okay, Bunny, says Dimmy. It could be Bunny. Is the answer Bunny? It's not Bunny, but we found a U and a Y. So we know this word ends in U or Y. Sorry, it ends in Y. So it can't be. I think you sent that just before I said bunny, didn't you, Molly? But it can't be plant. So what starts with what sort of word starts with U, like a U sound? Loo, coo, ju, goo, foo. Ooh, that can't be funny. Could be F at the beginning. Is fully a word? F-U-L-L-Y. Or dummy? Could be dummy. Let's go with dummy. D-U-M-M-Y. Is the answer dummy? It's not dummy. I said folly, didn't I? No, it can't be folly. Fully? Is it fully? It's not a fully, but I was right. Or fully, yep. So it's not fully, but it has, could be cully, gully, pulley, woolly. I'll let you guys decide which one you want to go for. It's good I can read the comments off my phone and actually don't have to switch to Haps unless there's anyone commenting on Haps. No, there isn't. Unless you're watching on the replay, of course. Or bully, yeah. Right, which one are we going for? Are we going for pulley, bully, or molly? So pulley or bully. Let's take a vote. Well, we could go for both, actually. So we'll go with pulley first. P-U-L-L-Y. Is the answer pulley? For the points, for the win. It's not pulley. That only leaves us with one other option. Is the answer bully? Oh, it can't be bully because of the B. We've had fully. So we know it's not pulley, it can't be bully. Can't be dolly, it must have a U. gully, woolly, cully, ully. It only leaves really a few left. I think it's got it might be gully, Gully. That's the only one that really makes sense. Or cully. Which one are we going for, guys? Or sully. There can't be sully. So if it's in dark grey, you can't use that letter. Dully. Can't be dully. Sully. Can't use that. We can't have sully. Gully. So gully. We're going to be gully. Here's the answer, gully. For the points, for the win. Last one of the week. Here we go. Yay! Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. That's how long the delay is, guys, for when I pop the chat in. Can't read that. I know I can't do anything about that. Unless I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in. Yes, I can zoom in. But you can't see the bottom letters. If I did zoom in, this is what it would look like. But you won't be able to see the letters. Would that be better for next week? I've zoomed right in now, but you won't be able to see the letters on the keyboard. But I guess I could tell you. Just seeing on the screen while it loads. Yeah. So thank you all for coming in. Everyone. Do you want a game of Hangman now? Would you like one more game of Hangman? That would be better, wouldn't it, for next week? Maybe I could bring up the keyboard on another. Oh, actually, I just had an idea. I just want to check something, and it won't be from the same screen. No, I won't be able to do it. Maybe I'll figure out how to do it, but it's changed the text, hasn't it, now? But let's do. We're going to game of Hangman. Okay, let's have a game of Hangman then. So I'm just going to put Hangman. I might have to just change the. I'm just going to single player. I don't know if that's going to work very well or not. I might have to. You want the food one again? Let's see if I can find it. I think what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to close that off. Oh, is that okay? Can you see that? Okay, I think you can see that. Okay, can't you? Oh, this is timed, guys. This is the timed one. So I don't want that one. So I'm just going to close that off. Sorry, guys, 1 minute. It won't be a second. I'm just going to put Hangman. Okay. Do you know what I need? There needs to be somebody that can create a Hangman game, a proper Hangman game, because there doesn't seem to be one, like a really good one. Okay, this might work. Okay, I think I've got one now, guys. Okay, how's that? Is that okay? Can you all see that okay? Let me see if that's working. Oops, try it again. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm really sorry. It's just taking a bit longer than normal to figure this out. Today. I found one. I'm just trying to bring it up on the screen. That should be fine now, hopefully. We're good. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to start you off. Here we go. Guess the word based on the clue. Well, where's the clue? Use the letters below. Reveal a letter for 10 diamonds. Completed level rewards are 2 diamonds. Each correct letter gives 10 points. Guess correctly or Stickman, you will get hanged. Oh, is it blurry? Oh no. It might correct itself in a minute, guys. Might correct itself. 1 minute, I'm just going to zoom in on the screen a little bit. Sometimes that can correct. If not, then I might have to end it. Is that any better? Oh, it's so blurry, isn't it? So it's 4 letters. It might correct itself. So let's just have one game just to see what happens. If it doesn't, you've got all the letters available. 4 letters. You want to start me off, and it's of verbs. These are all verbs. I think we tried this website before and it didn't work very well. We'll have a go just to see if it changes. If it doesn't change, then let me try and close. Actually, I'll close some tabs down as well. Sometimes that can affect the broadcast. Okay, so we've got an A from Melanie. Is there an A? There is an A, yes, the second letter. Let me know if the sounds. So we've got an A. Is there an R? There's no R, I'm afraid. Another R. Oh, said R. No. Sorry, Dimmy. Okay, another letter. An E from Melanie. There's no E, I'm afraid. D from Dimmy. No D. Can you hear that sound? Is that quite loud? Is there an L? No L. So we've got something A, something. Is there a J? No J, I'm afraid. An I? No I. Melanie's going for maid. M-A-I-M-A-D-E. No, the answer was want. The answer was want. And it's not corrected itself, has it? So let me try and reload this in a new tab, and then I will we'll try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then we'll probably do this again next week, but on the first. At the beginning. Right, so I'm just going to stop presenting a second, and I'm going to load it in a new tab, see what happens. A new window, sorry. I've lost it now. Oh no. And present. So I'm just going to try it one more. Now it's saying error to failing to present, and I think that's the reason why it's not working. So I'm going to call it, put myself on the screen. There you go. So thanks for coming, everybody. Sorry about the issues there. There we go. So I shall catch you again next time. No, it's saying fail to present screen. So again, another bug to add to HAPS, unfortunately, but what can you do? So yeah, everything's closed off. Everything's turned off. It's just an issue with HAPS trying to bring up. I can't show you on there. So thanks for coming in though, any of you guys, and I shall see you maybe tonight or tomorrow. So thanks for coming in. Have a really great day and weekend, and thanks for joining me on HAPS and on Twitch. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Love you all. Bye, everybody. Molly says I enjoyed myself. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Molly. See you around, says Dimmy. Don't forget that Melanie's on tonight, 9 p.m. So I shall see you then. Bye, everyone.